Alright guys, Liverpool have just beaten Watford by 2 goals to 0, and Liverpool were far from their best today. I think that's fair to say. Watford, they were alright, they weren't spectacular, but they played more like a mid-table side than a team that were like getting relegated to the Championship. But in a way that's not a good thing, because they didn't really show the sort of fight that you expect from a team in the relegation places, with 10 games to go left in the season. But yeah, Liverpool just never really got going, really. Watford started putting the pressure on Liverpool about 15 minutes in, and had a good 5 minute spell where they were attacking and causing Liverpool a lot of problems. Alisson had to make a good save from Uri Kuchka. And then about 30 seconds later, Liverpool went down the other end. Joe Gomez puts in a brilliant cross. Jota manages to nip in first before Ben Foster and head the ball into the net. I mean, for a player who's only, 5'9", maybe, Jota, he's phenomenally good at heading the ball. Does he have? The amount of headed goals he's scored since he's joined Liverpool is ridiculous for a player who, is definitely below 6 foot. Yeah, he's a very good header of the ball. And once Liverpool did score, you expected them to maintain control of the game, and they did to an extent, but they didn't really create any chances. They seemed to be very happy with the 1-0 lead. But it's not like the Liverpool you've seen of previous seasons, where as soon as they go 1-0 up, they look to get a second and a third. It just seems to be a bit of a missing link between midfield and attack today. I thought two players in particular were very quiet today. Curtis Jones, when he was on the pitch, and same with Salah, really struggled to get involved. Thiago was given man of the match, which I found bizarre, because I was watching it, especially second half. I thought he had a shocker second half. He was constantly trying to do things that were needlessly clever and ended up not working, or just simply giving the ball away. Henderson didn't have a great game either. The only two attacking players who I thought were good today were Firmino and Jota. They were the only ones looking to run forward, and Firmino was winning the ball back in the final third so many times, and just nothing really quite came off for him today, though. But you could at least see that something might have happened from him, because he was causing Watford a few problems, and Jota, he was doing what he always does, getting in the right positions at the right time, and did also make a good few runs on the occasional counter-attack as well. But Watford definitely had their chances. João Pedro had probably the chance of the second half, barring the penalty. He put it wide. It was a rare occasion where Liverpool's high line was taken advantage of, and Pedro was through on goal and put the ball the wrong side of the post. And to be honest, should have done better with it. Definitely should have equalised, in my opinion. So yeah, Liverpool, you could argue, definitely got away with one there. And yes, the penalty right at the end of the game, it was definitely a penalty. And I think that is a positive of VAR. Like today, you can say that VAR made a positive change to the game, because referees never give those ones when there's wrestling going on in the box. It's all they'll happily give a foul to the defending team, but they never give them to the attacking team. if the defender fouls the attacking player in that scenario. So it is good that VAR pulled it back and got it correct. Because it was like a rugby tackle by Kuchka on, I think it was Jota. But the one thing I did notice, though, was, the finish on the penalty. Fabinho, brilliant penalty. Ben Foster had no chance with it right in the top corner. And I actually think Fabinho and Milner are better penalty takers than Mo Salah. Salah takes decent penalties, don't get me wrong. Always puts his foot through the ball, which I think is integral to taking a penalty. And the players who don't put their foot through it and try something clever, that's often when it goes wrong. So, yeah, Fabinho and Milner are the two best penalty takers for me at Liverpool. But what I was going to say about Watford is that their forward options aren't actually that bad. They've got 5 good forward players, in my opinion. Ismail Assar, Emmanuel Dennis, Josh King, Cucho Hernandez and João Pedro. They're good attacking players. It's just defensively, they're just championship level defensively. Midfield's not too bad. Sissoko's a good player. Loser, in the few games I've seen him recently, he's played all right. And who was the other one playing? Oh yeah, Kuchka, of course. He's not bad, but again, he's not great. But yeah, they just need better defence, and you know they could definitely have a chance of staying up. And as good as Ben Foster has been throughout his career, he's 39 in a few days' time, so maybe they need to think about a new goalkeeper as well. Although then again, there's no vlogs from Ben Foster if that happens, so swings and roundabouts really, isn't it? But yeah, not a great performance today from Liverpool, but they got the win, which is all they really needed to go above Man City. And this is going to be, this is Liverpool's last, on paper, like winnable, like should be winning game, if you know what I mean. Like the next few games are, it goes Benfica away in the Champions League, Man City away in the Premier League, Benfica at home in the Champions League, Man City at Wembley in the FA Cup semi-final, and then I think it's Man United at home on a Wednesday night, and then after that it's Everton and Newcastle, so some tricky games there. I mean, Liverpool are doing well to win all them. Yeah, City are just about to play Burnley now, so hopefully Burnley can get something out of that from my point of view, but I'm not too confident about that. But yeah, anyway, another win for Liverpool and another loss for Watford. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.